Hello. Happy Monday. I wanted to come here for a few minutes to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about today. So today on the Jewish calendar is the holiday of Tu B'Shvat. And that might not be one that you've ever heard of, but it's actually the birthday of the trees. It's the 15th of Shvat, the month of Shvat, the Hebrew month Shvat. But it is also one of our 4 New Years. Now you might be thinking, 4 New Years. Well, yes, Judaism actually has 4 different New Years. One, Rosh Hashanah, which is what most people think of, right? That comes out in the fall. The first of Tishrei, that is when the world was created. That is that new year. The next one is the first of Nisan, which is when the Exodus began. The next one is the first of Elul, which is in the summertime. And then the next one, the last one, is today, Tu B'Shvat, which is the 15th of Shvat. And it is like I said, the birthday of the trees. It is when the blossoming happens. Now, living here in America, many of us, well, it's actually very cold in Florida too, but many people are buried in snow and cold weather. So like birthday of the trees, blossoming of everything. We're not seeing a whole lot of that right now here in America. But in Israel, which is where this is the start of that spring. This is the start of that blossoming. This is when you start to see the flowers starting to bloom and the trees starting to come out and all of those pieces. And it is powerful, powerful time. And so today on Tu B'Shvat, I want to ask you, this is the time to tap into that energy of blossoming, of growth. So what are you going to take into this new year, into this next phase that's going to blossom in your life, that's going to grow? What have you been watering and nurturing and giving sunlight to and all the things, right? Everything that we do, we plant little seeds in our lives. Everything that we're working towards, we plant little seeds and we water them and we nurture them. And then it blooms into beautiful trees and bushes and flowers and all of the things when we take care of it. And so now in your world, in your life, what seeds have you been watering? Have you been nurturing or still need a little bit more water and nurture in order to bloom and to grow as we step forward into these new things? What places in your life are you taking those steps, or what seeds for us, right? This is the start of actually the spring garden season pretty soon. Our poor garden with the freeze that we've had recently, everything is starting to die off. But Madeline and I are already talking about what seeds is she going to plant come in the next couple of weeks to get our spring garden growing, right? And then what goes into it? We have to pick the seeds. We have to choose them. What do we want to grow? What do we want to blossom in this next season of our lives? And then what care do they need to take? Our garden is a little wonky right now. We've had some stuff going on in our soil. So what changes do we need to make to be able to nurture those seeds in the best possible way? And then what do they need? How much sunlight do they need? How much water do they need? How much care and attention do they need? All of those things, right? It's the same with whatever we're trying to craft and create in our world. So today on Tu B'Shvat, I want to challenge you to think about what seeds are you growing in your life? What are you working towards blooming and blossoming in your life? And where does it need a little bit more TLC in order for it to flourish in the best possible way?